you talked about Roy Blunt's earmarks. Are you making a pledge not to do any earmarks?
Yes. I think they need to be scrapped.
Okay. I guess how would you bring that money back? How would you bring that money back to Missouri if you?
Well, there are lots of other ways that you can get money for the state, and I will absolutely fight for that. But you can't do it through a corrupted process. I mean, right now you got folks like Congressman Blunt who have been out there giving earmarks to people who contribute to their campaign. I just think that's wrong, and it makes people have no faith in how government spends our money. We need to have a merit-based, competitive process on how we spend our money.
The new job numbers came out Friday, and they're still high. What are we going to do to get Missourians back to work?
We got, as I talked about in my speech today, we need to do a couple of things. Number one is refocus on the middle class, not those that are too big to fail. The second thing we need to do is get spending under control, because right now you got these wasteful earmarks and other things. We need to put pay-go back in place. We need to have spending caps that are back in place. Third thing we got to do is stop subsidizing these outfits that send our jobs overseas. It's completely crazy. That money ought to be spent on creating jobs here in the United States, particularly through small businesses. And the fourth thing we got to do is stop this corruption and stop the revolving door between members of Congress and folks on the K Street. And what we got right now is folks like Roy who are just out there, doing their bidding because that's where he goes to get his job when he's done with all this.
One more. 2 days in a row, your campaign and the Missouri Democratic Party hosted conference calls for reporters, kind of focusing on kind of negative aspects of Congressman Blunt. Is this gonna say a negative campaign?
Harry Truman said a long time ago that people said he was giving them hell, but he was just telling the truth and they thought it was hell. So we're going to tell the truth about Congressman Blunt's record. People need to know, right? They need to know what they're getting. It's just like you go and you're going to buy a car, you need to know what you're getting. Roy Blunt comes out here and professes one thing and goes to Washington and does something quite different. I want to make sure people know what his record is, what my record is, and who we fight for. I'm going to be fighting for Missouri families like I've always done. And Congressman Blunt, I'm guessing, is going to keep on fighting for the lobbyists and special interests that he's been working for 13 years.